vehicle that we're going to be talking about today is a 2005 Chrysler 300. I want to walk you through step by step what you need to do to remove the driver's side airbag assembly from the steering wheel. A couple safety precautions and a couple little things that help you get it off. It's really nothing too elaborate, but I want to make sure you do take your time and you do follow the procedure so that you don't cause any damage to you or the vehicle. With that, we'll go ahead and move on to the inside. Now, usually during this procedure, you'd actually have the battery disconnected so that the capacitors have been discharged and you don't have any accidental deployment of the airbag. But initially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it hooked up, and what I'm going to leave it hooked up for is I want to get to the two 10mm bolts. They're located directly on the left and right side. There are some access holes that are kind of elongated. And the reason why I'm leaving them hooked up is I can crank the engine, I can turn the steering easily, I can get in there and back the bolt all the way out. Just 10mm for 1/4 inch drive would be more than enough. Now, once I've got the bolts out, at that point I'm going to go ahead and make sure the steering wheel's straight, and then I will go ahead and pop the trunk and disconnect the negative battery cable and wait approximately, they say anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes is a good round average to make sure that the capacitors have discharged. Then you can go ahead, once that's happened, you can go ahead and pull out on this assembly, and I'll show you the connectors and how to release those. Alright, last one out, straighten it back up, go ahead and cut it off, and we'll proceed to the trunk to go ahead and disconnect the battery, and then wait our 10-15 minutes. Alright, so I believe we've waited long enough for those capacitors to discharge. We got the bolts already backed out, so now it's just going to pull off. And on the back side, you've got a total of 3 connectors. You've got a yellow and black, yellow and brown. Those two are the inflators for both what they call squid 1 and 2, because this is a dual stage airbag depending on what's needed. And then you've got the horn pad connector, which is the black one up here, which I'm going to go ahead and disconnect now. Now on the airbag connectors, you've got to squeeze in on both sides. You'll see 2 fingers, and then start working it up. That one, and then the black one. Now you can't get them mixed up, they're actually keyed differently. So you may not try to put the black and yellow into the brown portion over here. This is not going to happen. Alright, and it's held in place around this bolt. Now we've got the airbag cover, horn pad, and an inflator assembly. Now if you were just going to be replacing the horn pad, if you can get it separate, you'd have to work on squeezing this assembly together. And there are little hooks in here that you can see that the cover actually holds on to, so you got to kind of squeeze them and get them up over those, and it goes all the way around the perimeter. The installation is nothing really special other than lining everything back up to connector wise and sliding it down, and put your two 10mm bolts on both sides and tighten it down. Then you've got your airbag assembly replaced, and then you can worry about hooking up your battery and not have any problems whatsoever. Well, as you saw, there really wasn't nothing too elaborate taking that airbag off when I was there. Now we had to disconnect the battery, make sure we didn't hurt ourselves by accidentally deploying the airbag. That wouldn't have been pretty cool at all, or do any damage to the vehicle. So you just follow that simple step right there, and the airbag assembly replacement is going to be pretty cut and dry. So thank you for watching my videos. Make sure you subscribe so you can always keep up with any new ones that come up. And also you can place any comments of any possible videos you may want to see. My videos are based on what I have in the shop at the time, so please excuse if I can't get to one that you want sometime soon. I'm sure eventually it will come in, and if time allows, I'll try to get that video to you. Any thumbs up, thumbs down, I don't mind whatsoever. It kind of keeps me going on what kind of videos to stay on track with and which maybe not to. So with that, thanks again.